G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and today I'd like to show you how to attach timber to a solid masonry surface like concrete. Come on, let's go. Come on, chop chop. So the tools you need for this job are a dust mask for the concrete dust that you'll be bringing up, some goggles, some eye protection, some hearing protection, a hammer drill or a rotary drill. I'll explain the difference in a minute. A masonry bit, a Dynabolt or a through bolt, depending on which country you're from, a hammer, a spanner or a shifting spanner or a torque wrench, and a brushing pan. Now before I do the demo, I just want to discuss the choice of drill when drilling into concrete. You've got two options. You can have a pure hammer drill, or the latest sort of hammer drills are rotary hammer drills, which are ones like this, and they are far superior to a standard hammer drill. And they come with different drill bits. This is your standard hammer drill bit. See how the shaft's all smooth and the jaws of the drill just clamp around it. But your Sts drill bit, which is used for a rotary hammer drill, is like this. See the different grooves and slots? It's designed for a much more efficient method of drilling into concrete. Now if you can afford to get one, they only cost about 60 bucks. 60, 70 bucks. You don't need to go for the big $600 job. This one here cost me 60 bucks. And I've had it for about, I don't know, 5 to 6 years. So it's well worth the investment. Okay, let's talk about the anchors. Now the anchor that I use to attach the timber to the concrete is this Dynabolt or through bolt, as it's known in some countries. And all it is a loose sleeve. It's a loose sleeve with a nut on the end of the bolt. And as you do, hang on, can you see that? As you do the nut up, the expandable wings spread out, therefore attaching your timber to the concrete. Pretty ingenious. And the size of the Dynabolt, you might be able to see it there, it says 10 mil. So if it says 10 mil on your Dynabolt or your through bolt, that's what size drill bit you use. So with my Sts drill bit for my rotary hammer drill, you'll see here somewhere where it says 10 mil. That's the size drill bit you use. Okay, let's stop mucking around and get the demo underway. Okay, come on. Oh, just quickly before we do this demo, how deep do you drill your hole? Good question, glad you asked it. Dynabolt goes through your piece of timber and into your concrete. We want the hole to be drilled about 10 mil deeper than the length of that Dynabolt there. That way, if there's any debris left inside the hole, this Dynabolt isn't going to bottom out and stick out like that. We don't want that to happen. Okay, let's do this demo. The first thing you need to do is you need to position your timber. Now I've got a line marked on the slab here, so I'll position my timber up against that line. That's where I want it to go. Now make sure you've got your hearing protection on, your goggles and your dust mask. Some guys like to pre-drill their holes. Personally, with a rotary hammer drill going through pine, I don't think you really need to. So this is how simple it is. Drill on top of the timber and away we go. Done. It was that easy. Now just get a brush or use your fingers or whatever and get rid of all that dust so it doesn't go back inside the hole. Look at that. Too easy. Pull the drill out. Get rid of that dust. we're now ready to insert the Dynabolt. To insert the Dynabolt is very, very simple. Just put it in the hole like that and tap it in. Done. Beautiful. Now to tighten that up, what we need is a spanner. Now the proper way to do it is with a torque wrench, and on the back of the packet of the Dynabolts it will tell you how much pressure to actually put on these nuts. But most of us don't have a torque wrench, so we'll just use a shifter or a spanner of some description and just tighten this up until it's nice and firm. Don't go too crazy, just till it's firm, like that. And there you have it, secured to concrete, never ever to come off. Absolutely fantastic. How easy was that? An absolute piece of cake. Now if you thought that video was useful, please subscribe to my channel, share it amongst your friends, add it to your favourites, write a comment, or all of the above. That'd be even better. And after the end credits, don't forget there are 2 bonus tips that you won't want to miss. So till next time, great tip knackers! Bonus tip number 1. If you want to get your hole really clean, which is a good idea, just use a bike pump, a hand bike pump. And the nozzle that I use is the one that the kids use to pump their footies up with. So just attach that up, make sure you're wearing your dust mask, put it in the hole, and a few vigorous pumps. And you get yourself a beautifully clean hole. Great tip. Okay, tip number 2. Bonus tip number 2 relates to drilling into the concrete itself. Now most concrete slabs, they're around 4 inches thick or 100 mil thick, except on the edges of your buildings where you've got a big beam, a big concrete beam. So the majority of the slab is 100 mil thick, 4 inches thick, and beneath that slab is plastic. And that plastic is there, plastic sheeting is there to prevent moisture from drawing up through your slab. So if you drill deeper than 100 mil through your slab, there's a big chance of penetrating that plastic sheeting and therefore allowing moisture to draw up through your slab. Now you don't want that. And bonus tip number 3. Don't put a Dynabolt in too close to the edge of the slab. Come in about 50 millimeters. The reason being that the expandable sleeve on that Dynabolt, when it tightens, could blow the side of the concrete slab out. Now you don't want that. So keep it in 50 mil and you'll be as safe as a church. Okay, see you next time.